Welcome back to Infield Fly. This is our third episode. 3 episodes. That's very exciting. That's a combined number of World Series between the Mets and the Washington Nationals. Thanks for joining us. My name is Jonah White. Let's turn it over to the host of Infield Fly, Tommy Hodgkins.
Thank you, Jonah. Let's go. Spring training has begun.
Spring has sprung, as some say.
Spring has sprung. We've got some games going on. My Nationals are 3-0. Who would have thought? Great start for them for the season. It's been exciting to watch some of the games. I've been listening to the radio, some of them. But what about you? Have you been tuning in at all or kind of just keeping up with it?
Tommy, as I typically do, I have not watched a single second of spring training.
Well, yeah. I mean, meaningless baseball is still baseball, so I don't know. I guess I have nothing better to do rather other than watch meaningless baseball. So I'm excited about the Nats 3-0 start. Of course, it's probably more wins than we'll win all season already.
I think you'll win. I think you'll get 3.
Okay, that's good. I thanks for having faith.
I think 40, 45. Anyway, we'll talk about that when we do our predictions in a couple of weeks.
Yeah, and then and the Nats face off against the Phillies tonight at today's Monday, 6 o'clock Eastern, so 5 o'clock
I'm not good
Central.
at math. There you go.
Yeah, so that'll be good. Do you have any other thoughts about spring training in general?
Yeah, we had a Subway Series game yesterday. The Mets beat the Yankees 6-4. How about that?
Nice, good for them.
Yeah.
Always good to beat the other New York team.
Yeah.
There was a big jersey incident between the Orioles and Tigers when they played each other. I mean, at this point in the season, it's notable. Yeah, exactly. I don't know if you saw, but the Orioles and Tigers both wore orange jerseys in the same game. And so
the exact same orange.
Yeah, same shade, same everything. I guess baseball is not as important to wear different colors in baseball as it is in football or basketball, obviously.
Right. In most sports, one of the teams would have had to change.
Yeah, right. But it still was like, watching the videos and pictures, pretty jarring.
Yeah.
This is it was pretty funny. I don't know. Maybe they're giving it was a tribute to Marty Supreme and the orange ping pong balls that he pitches there. But
very interesting. I never thought of that. I was thinking maybe it was like you didn't. You're not from New York, but maybe it was like D-Train night.
Oh, okay,
D-Train is orange, so maybe that's what it was.
That's probably
Dontrell Willis, D-Train, orange. Yeah. All kind of comes together. A lot of very fascinating things to talk about inside of the first few days of spring training.
Speaking of the Mets,
we can skip that one. Ever been to spring training? He was going to ask about Pete Alonso. Yes, I know Pete Alonso's good. He's not on the Mets.
He's hit.
I'm not sure if there's anything else
have to say. 2 or 3 home runs.
Okay.
So far this spring in 2 or 3 games.
And I know he's not on the Mets.
Great start.
Sore subject.
Great start for Pete over at those Orioles squads. So yeah.
Okay. Well, good for him. Good for him. But it's like Pete's Crow Armstrong around these parts, something we'd rather not talk about. Tommy, have you ever been to spring training?
I've been 2 or 3 times. Not in a while. The last time I went was 2019.
What year that was?
Yeah, West Palm Beach, Florida. I watched the Nats over at their stadium in West Palm Beach. That they share that stadium with the Astros. It's a great experience. Obviously, great to go down to Florida in March or February, whenever it is, and kind of soak up the sun there. And it was the beginning of the 2019 season for the Nats, which, as you probably know, they won the World Series that year. So it was the beginning of something special. So I look back on that fondly. And before that, I've been to Jupiter, Florida. The Nats used to play their spring training games there. I remember seeing, I think it might have been around 2010, seeing Bryce Harper, who's probably around 18 years old then, on the Nats, which was 17 or 18. Yeah. So, and thinking like, oh, this guy is awesome. This guy's like my hero.
How wrong you were.
How wrong
It wouldn't
I
be the
was.
last time you were wrong.
How far he's fallen. Yeah. And I remember also Jason Worth was, I think that was his first
Okay,
year.
let's skip. That's the end of that part. All right.
What about
I've
you?
been to I've been to spring training once. It was I don't know where it was. It was Red Sox and I think the Rays. We did 2 games. I was like a Zach Hampel era. I apologize.
Oh no.
That's the only time we're going to invoke that man's name on this podcast.
Yeah.
I'm ashamed of it. I mean, it was fun to get baseballs, but it was not the. I learned some lessons. I got 3 baseballs and then I got a 4th ball. I think it was Mitch Garver in the bullpen, but there was a little kid and then I got it anyway. And then my friends told me to give it back to the little kid, and then I felt bad and I gave it back to the little kid. And then that's what, unfortunately, if that never happened to Zach Hampel. But see,
Yeah,
that's why we're
true.
different people. I'm very proud of that.
Wait, so how old were you during this
Like 14.
14? And how old was the little kid that you took the ball from?
I didn't take it. Whoa. Okay, time out. I didn't take it from him. I asked for it.
Okay.
I got it, and he was just happened to be on the premises.
Uh-huh.
And then I gave it to him in the end, so it was all good.
And how old was that child?
Probably like 5.
Oh, okay, got it. Yeah, you probably made the right move there, giving it to that kid. But yeah,
Yeah, I think that was when, that's really one of my first big good deeds I remember. There have been many since, I will tell you.
yeah,
Many
There's
since.
endless servant. That's what you are.
It's a public, yeah, sure. Good Samaritan, I like to say.
Okay.
Certainly that's what that was all about. Yeah, spring training was fun. It's nice. It's good stuff. You've got a Florida versus Arizona on your screen right there.
Yeah,
What does that mean?
I was gonna kind of pose this question to you because obviously half of the MLB is doing spring training in Florida, half are
It's not
in
the
Arizona.
MLB. J.A. Talked to us about this the other day. He said it was one of his pet peeves. You don't say the MLB because it's Major League Baseball. You just say
Yeah, but-
MLB or Major League Baseball. You don't
No.
say the MLB.
It's the MLB.
No, it's
to
not.
Me, colloquially.
It's MLB or it's because that's
Okay,
like
say it
saying
in a sentence.
the
Say it in
Major
a
League
sentence.
Baseball.
Say it in a sentence.
Say the
See, you
I-
said the.
No. I just the Mets are the best team in the Major League Baseball. See, that doesn't make any
No.
sense.
Use MLB in a sentence.
The Mets are the best team in MLB.
Yeah, so you just sound dumb
That's-
because colloquially no one says that, and so I don't care. When people speak, people don't speak in AP style. So I hate to break it to you, but I'm gonna keep saying the MLB because that's the colloquialism.
All right.
But
The Major
if
League
you want me to get back to my question,
I'd love that actually.
so half of the MLB, half of the teams play in Florida, half play in Arizona. So I was going to pose a question to you: if you had a day job,
Quite the hypothetical.
yeah, exactly, and you before you started your job, they're like, okay, you got to train for a few weeks. We're going to send you to this sunny place in the spring. To do this training before you start your actual job. Would you rather go to Florida or would you rather go to Arizona?
Well, one thing about me, I'm a cold weather person. I enjoy winter. I enjoy the snow. I do not enjoy the heat. So, there's certainly, I would, if New York was an option, certainly that would be the choice. But if we're just going with those two, I have a simple answer for you, and I doesn't even need a ton of explanation. Florida. It's one
Okay.
hell of a drug.
Okay. Well, bringing back the Taylor Swift references. I don't know if I've ever been to Arizona. Florida's Florida's nice. It's a controversial state. There's a lot of good things. There's a lot of bad things.
A lot of
about
alligators.
it. Yeah, a lot of alligators. I might choose Arizona for something you mentioned, weather. Arizona is obviously very hot, but as they say, it's a dry heat.
I never understood with that. It's hot or it's not hot. But anyway.
Yeah, well, I don't think I could take the humidity in Florida, although it's
It ain't
probably
the
not
heat,
that
it's the
bad.
humility.
That's
That's
fair
what Yogi.
enough.
You know who said that?
Who said that?
Yogi Berra.
Oh,
We're gonna
nice.
bring Yogiisms to
We
this
should.
podcast regularly.
Maybe we should workshop that as a new segment.
Yeah.
Best yogiisms. Yeah. So I don't know. That's where I stand on the debate. But
Glad to know where you stand on that huge debate. All right.
yeah.
I have another question for you, Tommy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
What do you think of? This is just sort of an ongoing thing among baseball fans, different opinions. I was wondering the other day, while I was watching some highlights. What do you think of the Savannah Bananas?
I am anti-Savannah Bananas. Pretty strongly anti.
And can you explain why? Maybe justify your position.
Well, they turn. Well, they're very similar to the Harlem Globetrotters, I guess.
Hot.
But it is hot in here. They turn baseball into theater, which baseball by itself is already dramatic, theatrical, beautiful. I don't think that the Savannah Bananas whole thesis of making baseball fun or whatever they're trying to do works, at least in my opinion, just because, it brings too much whimsy to the game, too much goofing around. I think that baseball can be goofy by itself, but also sports is a lot about hatred, rivalries.
Too much joy.
Too much, yeah. You know what?
That part of your argument I can understand. One thing, you said it doesn't work. That's not true. Clearly it works. They go wherever they want and they fill. Yeah, but that's not what you said. You said it doesn't work, but they go wherever they want and they fill up the stadium.
And that bothers me.
Okay, I can tell. I can tell it bothers you.
Like, who's the clientele for these games? Who's
Clearly,
showing
it's
up?
vast.
Is it baseball fans? Is it
lot
people
of
who watch
different
MLB?
people.
Is it people who
I think one of it is
don't
families. They're very
watch baseball?
family friendly.
Yeah.
And maybe that's part of the thing that
That
bothers
is true.
you.
Yeah.
It's like going to the movie theater and it's a G-rated movie.
Exactly.
I
Yeah.
think you could make that argument. Let's see. I think the Bananas are great. I've never been to a Bananas game. I would love the opportunity to if I could get tickets. They're very. I think that I think it's cool. It's a cool thing. I think I'm pro fun. I guess we are on opposite sides of that line. Pro joy. It's not baseball. I agree that I think if you view it as a solution to a problem of baseball being boring, I don't think baseball is boring. So it's not that for me. But I think that anybody who says that they don't like the Savannah Bananas is just being a hater.
Well, maybe I'm being just a hater, but yeah, I think baseball is obviously growing on its own, and the pitch clock.
So is banana ball.
Yeah, that is true. But we'll see. I don't think the Savannah Bananas will ever reach the level of popularity as Shohei Ohtani. But
all right, sure. That's a great argument. Have you ever caught a foul ball at a game?
I've never caught a foul ball.
Well, it's unfortunate because as of like 5 years ago, we're not allowed to bring our gloves anymore.
Really?
You can't bring your glove when you're over 18.
Oh, I didn't know that rule.
You didn't? What?
No, I've never tried to. I've never tried to bring my glove.
Universal rule. I used to when I was little, and I never caught a foul. Only at the Cyclones. But at the Bananas, if you catch a foul ball, it's an out.
I did know this.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. I would always
I don't know
imagine that.
Maybe Steve Bartman would have had a different fate if he was at a Bananas game.
Well, he didn't catch it, so probably not.
He would have said he's trying to help the team, though.
All right. Anything else?
That's all I have on the Bananas, but maybe
we'll revisit.
We can revisit this for sure.
I'm sure the Bananas will have plenty of moments during the season, and the firefighters, and the party animals, and there's another one I forget what it's called. No, but they had another fourth team. The Globetrotters are really cool. I think the Globetrotters are they're a cultural icon that's not even going to be possible to eclipse. But I think I like the idea. I think it's a similar idea.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, maybe we should turn this into a Bananas podcast instead. Throw Major League Baseball out the window.
I like how you said Major League Baseball instead of the Major League Baseball.
And also another Marty Supreme reference because Marty plays for the Globetrotters for a little bit.
Oh, very cool. Very cool. I didn't know that. Anyway, so the Savannah Bananas are very cool, but, not all of us like fun, and that's okay. Mm-hmm. I respect it.
This is true. I watch baseball with a lot of hatred.
Right. What do we got next? Oh, it's time for my favorite game of the day. It's called Stump Tommy, where we each ask Tommy one trivia question and with a goal of stumping him. So far, we have done asked 2 questions, and both times we have stumped Tommy, and we're going to try to do it again.
Today's the day.
Okay, so I'm going to give you some clues about a player, and you're going to tell me who the player is. You have one guess, and you have 15 seconds. I'm instituting some new rules.
Okay.
One guess, and you have 15 seconds from the time I finish the question.
Got it.
All right. So, this guy was born in 1984. He was drafted by the Rockies. He went to LSU. He played for several different teams, including the Nationals, for 2 years, with whom he went 0-2 with a 4.56 ERA in 28 games, recording 1 save, 23 2/3 innings pitched. The player is undoubtedly and indisputably a Nationals legend, and his career innings pitched is 420.
Got it. Can I ask you to repeat one thing?
Yeah.
How many innings did he pitch with the Nationals?
With the Nationals, he pitched 420 in his major league career, which makes him, a great candidate for any trivia question.
Mm-hmm.
With the Nationals, in 2 years, he pitched 23 2/3 innings.
23.
15 seconds, and he's a Nationals legend, indisputably. You have 15 seconds, and your time starts now.
1984, which means he's, 42 years old? My guess is Jason Marquis.
And why would he be a Nationals legend if he pitched 23 2/3 innings? It's wrong.
Was there a famous moment with him?
This guy?
Yeah,
you already got the
guy.
question wrong.
Yeah.
The rules on Tommy, but there's no hints. There's no helping conversation.
Well, you just asked me a question, and so I'm trying to clarify.
What did you ask me?
I tried to answer your question.
Oh.
You said, why would he be a Nationals legend? And I said, was there a famous
because
moment?
he gave up a home run in Game 7 of the World Series to the Nationals.
Oh, it's Will Harris.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go. That's legend. That is true. And I think he joined us in 2020.
Yeah, I tried to make that pretty hard.
Yeah, you did stump me there.
Anyway.
1984, that birthday was making me think earlier era.
I see.
So Will Harris was not on the mind. You did stump me there.
3 for 3.
That's legend, Will Harris.
In stumping Tommy.
Howie Kendrick.
All right.
Valpo,
Yeah.
October 30th, 2019.
Right. Very exciting. Okay.
You have any other trivia?
Do I have any other trivia off the top of my head? Probably not right now. I feel like I should.
That's all right.
We kind of zipped right through this. This
kind of did.
This is kind of a boring time to be a baseball fan. The beginning of spring training. Maybe that's a hot take, but there's no news. Who cares what happens at spring training? There's nothing exciting. Somebody hits 3 home runs. That doesn't even matter. And nobody does because it's they play half the game anyway, and then they tie. So it's just all kind of outrageous. What do you think of ties in spring training?
I wouldn't say I'm against it. If you're just creating more opportunity for injury and also the opportunity for a game
I love
to
that
last
argument,
forever.
how everyone says, if you play more, then it's just opportunity for injury, as if the first part of the game is not an opportunity for injury. People say that in every sport, and it's absolutely kind of ridiculous.
Well, it's not the baseline potential, but even more potential. But I don't know. Yeah, that's I just don't think there's the potential for a game to last forever. And so
kind of iconic.
That would be awesome. But then if it was forever, then they couldn't start the season. So
right. Well, that's a good point. And in that case, I think practically I understand it, but I'm just not a fan of ties. I don't know about you. Maybe you are.
Yeah. Well, yeah. But the good news is I do agree that it's kind of not the most exciting time for baseball fans right now. But the next time we'll be in here, will be one day before they start exhibition games for the World Baseball Classic.
Wow, that's now talk about excitement.
And what's even better, these exhibition games starting on March 3rd. It's teams are playing MLB teams, so that'll be interesting to see. I guess these teams will be without the players that are on the international teams, but looks like here the Nats play Venezuela.
I'm taking Venezuela any day of the week.
And then March 4th, your Mets play Team Israel. So
taking the Mets.
Yeah. So it'll be two games of those exhibitions, and then the classic pool play starts March 5th. So yeah, next week we can take a look at that.
We'll do a full World Baseball Classic preview.
Yeah, right. That'll be probably the only thing to talk about.
We've established that both of us are very much in on the World Baseball Classic.
Yeah, absolutely.
Very, very exciting, despite the insurance debacle and all that.
Yeah.
The World Baseball Classic is forget hockey and the Olympics. The World Baseball Classic is international sport at its peak.
That is so true. I'm excited, and we'll definitely dive deeper into that next week.
By the way, how about the USA? What a country. What a hockey team.
What a time to live in, you know. I have thoughts on that I won't share on this because this is a baseball podcast. But
right, it's a family show.
It's same with that. Yeah, we'll see. But yeah, the Olympics, they're over that. I mean, I thought it was a good year for the Olympics.
I missed most of it. So
yeah.
You tell me.
I don't know. I only kind of watched hockey. So.
I heard some poor guy fell when he was figure skating.
Really? I did not see that.
Unfortunately. And the Jamaican bobsled team. Was there a Jamaican bobsled team this year?
No clue.
Well, if there was, I don't think they won.
Yeah. Well. It seems like we're we're about ready to wrap this up, but before we do, it's time to name a player.
Ike Davis.
I'll go Ubaldo Jimenez.
Okay.
Yeah. Well,
he's a good player back in his day.
I know.
That's going to do it for Infield Fly. We're in as you could tell, we're kind of in a down season. If I had to rank this as on our episode, I'm going to say it was in the middle. I think that number 2 was probably a little bit better than this one.
All right.
But I think that when you come back for number 4, I'm very confident with the World Baseball Classic, all of that, another edition of what?
It'll be number 4 will be number 1.
Right. And with another edition of Stump Tommy. I think it's gonna be a lot of good stuff as we get closer and closer to my favorite holiday, Tommy. So about a month and a week away.
Yeah, opening day.
Wow,
best day of the year.
That's gonna be exciting. We might not be here. We might be at the ballpark.
Oh yeah, I am already planning on being at Nats at Cubs at Wrigley Field.
That's on opening day?
Yes.
No way.
Yes.
That's
it's
crazy.
Perfect. It's perfect.
You got to feel for the Cubs fans.
Yeah.
Go to opening day and watch the Nats.
Yeah, I know. Well,
that's
we'll see.
That's going to do it for us. For the host of this podcast, Tommy Hodgkins, my name is Jonah White, saying so long from 303 East Wacker Drive in Streetersville, Chicago. We'll see you next time.